chilling. Took me a little longer to get on here than I was hoping for. I had to fiddle with some settings and things. Also, I don't know if I will say we're definitely gonna finish this game, but I didn't know when. I had I don't know, man. I finally I figured out what was wrong with my other computer. Because that's really what's been getting in my way. Well, I suspect I know what's wrong with it. So I got myself some thermal paste. Ironically, I have not done the thermal pasting. I don't know. I'm just been thinking about whether or not I want to even allow. I've been so resistant to turn the stream using my like PC specifically to stream. And funny enough, it really doesn't take much for my stream. I don't know why that's the case. It's pretty crazy. Like I'm watching like the value. It's taking my computer like 4% of its entire. But I mean that's just the CPU because it's probably using the graphics. The other thing too is I just don't want to burn the graphics. I don't know. There's been other issues too. Like I think the game it doesn't matter. Anyways. Into our game. Massey. Incendia Corda is absorbed in reading a long strip of parchment. Her left hand is holding a silver spoon with which she is carefully scooping up brain matter from the open skull. She was informed of our arrival. Crisscross of lines and deep furrows, her cheeks are forever twisted in a continuous nervous tick. Yet her eyes are ablaze with indomitable resolve. A dazzling aura of power and righteous fury surrounds her like a mantle. It's not been changed in days. She thinks it's true justice. Okay. Quasar has bestowed upon me the honor of bringing order to this cesspool of pirates and heretics. The rid frost footfall of the corruption that has festered its limbs and turned this imperial station into a hotbed of free thinking and inefficiency. And I will not rest until all has been judged. Free thinking. It is a slaughter. Loath as my soul is to concur with a Xenos, it is indeed. Hey. It is within her right to decide the fates of the station's inhabitants, but that does not change the fact that this is a perversion of justice. This is what happens when a judge is driven by morbid fanaticism instead of legs. That's why I hate fanatics, man. They always take things to extreme. The extremities of any fanaticism is just I always think is under the context slide, under the idea that they just want to utilize that power, right? Because like if they follow this rigid way of going about life, then everyone and it's almost also like people go crazy because they realize other people don't have to do the things they do. I think just like I think when someone is like very unreasonably against something rational, and what I mean by that is like allowing people to be like when you hear someone's arguing about like why two people of the same sex can't be in a relationship, like why they're not allowed to, and you're like that kind of doesn't really bother you. Like why does it affect you, right? There's no good rational reason. Rationality does not fit within the confines of rhetoric. With it, like rhetoric that comes from like dogma, such as religion, right? Religion is very dogmatic, and it causes a lot of problems because people take that shit to the fucking extreme. You ever see an autistic person, and when it comes to numbers, right? Or when it comes to someone being so they're awkward, weird, and they very much love a specific thing, and that's all they fucking love, right? They might only love Star Trek, or they might only love a specific video game, and that's all they do, and that's all they play and they'll ever play, right? That's what I think of when I think of fanatics. I think of fanatics as people who are so obsessed with one thing that they can't help themselves but to be so entrenched in it, they go extreme mode in it. Full throttle. I gotta tell you, gotta find a new hobby to get invested in. It must have been an emperor's providence that brought you here to my court. It would be my pleasure to indict you for the crimes you have committed. Really? I made some changes. I hated the fact there was a specific action I couldn't get and I wanted. I'm not gonna play this game again, dude. So like, fuck that. I want to be able to get the game persuasion. That you are loathed and feared by the enemies of humanity does not make you appear in the eyes of the Emperor. Using your eyes to gaze like a monk carrying a rush light wanders down the corridors. Sign of saying your soul. Quit you and grant you his blessing in parting. Go forth and bring his punishment to those who have turned back. I told her, she's like, you're quitted. And then I was like, hey, that's what I wanted to do. Well, I don't know about the quit. I didn't know what would happen there, but I just wanted to be able to do it. And then I took everyone who didn't want to deal with her bullshit onto my ship. Because I could always use more people on that ship. What makes you think that you are entitled to govern this place as you see fit? Quite popular with the locals. All of them. Thieves, smugglers, pirates, traitors, heretics, deserters, abjurators. Whoa. Abattoirs, I guess? I don't know. More and more new convicts are held being granted the great boon of undergoing servitude in Imperius. Europe. What is that, like a lobotomy? Football will once again become a bastion of law and righteousness. I will eradicate all heresy that prevents the faithful from being. I mean, you don't need. You just clean up the corruption. Like, and you know how you clean up the corruption? You make the environment worth living in. How long has your court been in session already? There's nothing just about this trial. I mean, the place was getting crazy, but she's just killing people, which is ridiculous. Three weeks. Threat. She's just reiterating her points of like, no, and you can tell by her eyes and voice trembling with earnest faith. Sydney generally believes every word she has said. It's keeping him as a slave, like, feels corrupty. Before any rogue trader arrives here, assumes the right to absolute authority. Surely it is not the thug Bakara who deserves to rule the station. He will soon be hanging from the noose, and so will the Caspasilian henchmen. So will those Anver Friar. See, this is probably why this station is so fucked up, because the rogue traders come in there and make a few rules and fuck off. You know, that's literally what happens. They rule this place with an iron fist, probably why they're there for the ever short time frame that they're there, and then they leave. She looks at you with a gloating smirk. Once you hindered my efforts to subdue the station, yet here I am now dispensing justice. Where's the lot of kids or elite chambers coordinating the expanse's deference? His attention is focused on matters of vital importance. No seeing so, okay? Cannot see the Inquisitor. However, he bade to inform his lordship he will summon you later. Expanse burns, ravaged by heretics and unhallowed Xenos. He abandoned his duty. It is true, he did do that. He's slowly getting corrupted by somebody. Some guy was corrupting him. I think he's dead. Or very wounded. I don't remember. A lot going on in this game. Are capturing his words and ships while he hides from his reckoning. Oh, maybe he's not dead. I think he got injured really badly, though. Deplorable rebel. You can't turn a gun on her, man. It's impossible to fight her right now. She's got this chair makes her immune. Oh, so also there's like a threat where they like can just like evacuate the air in this room and she will be fine. Like basically killing everybody else. It's just not great. Convince him to Oh. I order you to aid me in bringing him to Duchess. Order me? Asteroids where the Adeptus MSS is located has been cordoned off, but my enforcers... Where'd Harmonious go? Does it not satisfy you to order the Imperial? Compliance will be restored on football. I see you've learned too much from Theodora, namely her hubris, greed, and indifference to duty. Scoundrel and thieves will be replaced by honest suppliers. Even degenerates, such as Cass Basilica, can be some of use in the coming circumstances. But their willful leaders need to be replaced with more palatable and trepidatious successors. I will say Vladium. He's not a very good. He's not very good to this for the station. He's a very bad at his job. Don't tell me what they aren't supposed to do. That's not how I roll, baby. I roll my own way. Sexily. Like a trepidate. Oh, yeah. Save. Save it, babe. Yeah. It takes forever to save. When I went to save, it took forever to do it. But then
causing you certain difficulties, psychologically and tactically.
I was gonna do the double gum song.
Of adapting. You monkey slow me down and slightly hinder me in combat.
Why did I say monkey? It's monkey. Whatever. Whatever. Ever. Or where I'm going. Where I go, nobody knows. None shall stand in my way. Who this? Anver. Vile Zenus.
Duty prevails.
Four individuals. Jeez Louise. Only the Emperor is infallible. Yeah, you know why he's infallible? Because everyone gets to decide what he says and when he says it. You know what I mean? It's real easy to be like, oh yeah, the Emperor would do this when it's what you want. It's anybody to do shit. Oh yeah, the Emperor, yeah. Oh yeah, the Emperor definitely would definitely be totally into this. Like, for sure. For sure. No, I don't want to return to the ship. I don't want to return to the ship, baby. I gotta find a place. And then I gotta do stuff in that place. I think we are understanding each other with what needs to be done here. Nice. Oh, game. There we go. It's locked. It was never like a thing.
Victory awaits.
I think this is in the sewers. Let's do the sewer thing first. Let's go catch those guys for Jay. However she says her name. Finance because on football does not make this place some sort of monkey trading hall. Well, I was actually trying to bring a little levity. I wasn't seriously describing. Flacco's jackals are controlling every nook and cranny of the as I cursed place. See those scumbags over there? We need to avoid them and not draw any attention to ourselves, or else we might as well dump a pile of grog shit all over our plan. But now we are going to follow the plan. You will allow me, Shireen, I will refresh your memory, avoiding the patrolling scum. We reach the sewer canal and follow it to the east almost until the very end. We connect the gas cylinders to the special intake. Ironically enough, it was previously used for cleaning the air. Then we need to turn the valves in a few spots so the gas reaches the correct chambers. Move. Work quickly and quietly. The Emperor protects. Well, you know, chicken can't say that at all, but. Bum 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 bum. Mumbo.
The Vizier. Would he be proud? Am I?
Are you?
Operation successful.
I'm gonna open the valves, baby.
None shall stand in my way.
Unless they have ice
Just
cream.
as I was taught.
You were taught something? Ba-dum-ba-da-bump. Bump. Woo.
Watch your steps.
I'm restless. Cast your eye there. Pay attention. I better myself through my service. Never doubt me.
I don't know what her tech level is, but
Carry the Emperor's
true
will
Brotherhood of
as your
Steel
torch.
style shit.
Duty prevails.
Duty prevails.
See, right there. I'm through my service. What deeds await us?
Meow. Meow.
Cast your eye there.
Meow.
The Emperor favors me today.
Okay.
Let's proceed.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Okay. Valve, valve, valve. Here we did that one.
It's about time.
Join me in prayer. The Emperor sets my path. Blessed be the road that we take.
Just in case.
Nothing escapes my sight.
I bet.
Never doubt me.
Is that all of them? Oh, the companion quest. Go into the sewers. Proceed to the final stage of the plan, pumping gas through the sewer ventilation. Okay, so we did it.
Onward.
Watch out for that patrolly guy. There he is. Oh, shit. Shit.
Sins hidden in the heart turn all.
Oh, come on, girl. You fucking kidding me? I don't know, like I just lost control of her. She just couldn't even tell her to. She'd had enough clicking.
See? Right there. Duty prevails. What deeds await us? When the faithful are idle, heresy grows.
Rip.
Cast your eye there. I better myself through my service. Let's proceed. The light of terror shines for us.
Crazy.
A new challenge for me?
Eye of the witch.
I'm gonna scum save this part. Gonna scum save this part. It's the same as a game where it's like, mission failed. Blah, blah, blah. Just exactly how that sounds.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
I do what I must.
Oh, a congregator. Shit.
Just as he ordained.
Follow my lead.
Okay, well, I thought there was a congregator there. That is on me. Even the dog knew.
Victory awaits.
I didn't see any. Well, and that's the other thing is like I didn't see a computer. Well, they're called congregators, but that's what they are. Computers.
I woke up with a feeling of wonder, as if a field of flowers was blossoming nearby.
Ooh.
A child was saved from death. 1,000 heretics were burning alive, begging and sobbing and howling.
She's pretty charming most of the time, you know. She says a lot of stuff like that. Pretty common. Gotta be over here somewhere. Yeah, he wanted to keep his unholy flesh.
Watching the lady handle sacred technology breaks my heart, figuratively speaking. My cardiovascular augmentation can withstand much more than high blood pressure.
Here we go.
Executing request.
All right, nice.
It's about time.
It showed me where they were, but let's see. They gotta be over here. Maybe.
A new challenge for me?
Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah. Derp. I got pick. Gotta get in there. I'm comfy. Just keep the space the whole time. There we go. Wake up. Completed Jai's second quest without being spotted. Light of my soul, he will die here like the scum that he is, Shireen. It's what he deserves. Knows that you'd be better off strung up on a live wire than in the interrogator room with Cynthia's hounds. That's justice. It's not really justice, but death for a piece of shib like you, Falco. Rest of the gang are huddled together despite their pitiful physical condition. They greet you with satisfied smirks and they continually shoot delighted glances at you and Jay. Well, Serene, from now on, football can sleep soundly. The phallus wart on its rusted body has finally been burned off by none other than Jai Hadari and her wonderful patron, of course. Winks at you. Freaks breaks into the most genuine smile you've ever seen from her. I admit, I'm still struggling to wrap my head around what's happened. I need to go over things with my guys. I'm sure I'll have advice instructions to hand out. As for our little adventure, let's talk about it back on the ship. To the beat of the drum, there's nothing more dumb than Batman who was singing with something. If I can avoid a fight, I'll do it. I could easily win all these fights, but that's not why. That's not the point. We do things like things are supposed to be done because we's good peoples. That's how you say it. Briefly functioning airlock is fusing. Wait, what?
Follow my lead.
No. Why? I can't leave back to the ship. No. Oh, these are these guys' guys. Oh, it can get spicy up in this place. Let us see what happens. Are we going to fight? Are we gonna hang out? Are we gonna dance out on the party on the night? Baby. I don't know. I'm wired today, I guess. You have no other options, Riser. If you abandon Footfall to shoulder and flee, where are you going to sell your goods or restock your supplies? It will just be a slow death for all of you, with no ammunition, no water, and no air. So quite bargaining with fate and stick to the plan. Takara, what a jerk for face. Rise a plan? More like suicide pact. You have no allies, no weapons, no nothing. Ladium and Ryza notice you, and the old pirate grins sarcastically. You're trying to play with the big boys, Vekimo. You've taken on a rogue trader dynasty with only a handful of heavies and a couple of guns to your name. The way I see it, your march to the gallows is more than a gallop. I could make Ryza sound like she's been smoking for 20 years. Turning away from Ryza, Vladium's expression does not change, but an indistinct curse falls from his lips. Oh, he's using foul language. Shut spot! Just like that. Liege Takara, my greetings. Who are we have here? A couple of 100 insurgents. Don't mind me, carry on. My apologies for being unable to receive your lordship in my office. My present status imposes certain limitations on me. Greetings, your lordship, and as for you, Vekimo, I got nothing to add. Oh, hold on, I can make her sound like a you plan under crap. I don't gamble under those kinds of odds. I'll leave you to think about your prospects. Maybe you'll realize using my shuttle would be a better idea. Well, me and my shuttle is still here. Let's raise it for you. Sexy bird. Oh, man. Ooh, dog it. In the name of the law, every insurgent present here is under arrest. How is the station faring? Granting your patron delivering shipment. Kingdom of Death executing protesters, cracking down on corrupt traders, and suppressing dissent are all good, useful policies within reasonable limits. I've used them myself, in fact. However, with Lady Torda, reasonable limits are a distant memory at this point. No, what's his limits? I think he's done some pretty crappy things himself. Fortunately, I have been preparing for that turn of events ever since the hag tried to take Footfall for the first time. You helped us then, giving me time to organize. I set up weapon caches, enlisted more fighters, and deleted my agents' data from the congregator network. While Chorter seized power, she thought she'd won, but the station is still mine in an extent. My little army is waging war on the enforcers. We slaughter patrols, wrestle back the detainees, and punish those who collaborate with the enemy or are close to someone who does. Ooh. Incendia is conducting her reprisals and I'm conducting mine. Everyone must remember that there are consequences for collaborating with the occupying force. Laughing at him. You may have a little love to spare for me, and you certainly have not built a strong alliance. Yep, with the organization I represent, but if seeing the new order of things on football gives you even a tiny suspicion that it's all damned madness, step in and help me stop it. My hand. Yeah, fuck it.
Submit, and you'll die quickly.
Crush them!
Can't be within their zones. The combat zones. I don't. Yeah, we're going. Okay. Cabela, where are you? I'm gonna put Cabela over here. Rip these people apart. Do I have anybody behind me? Just citizens. Limit the damage so no one else who doesn't need to get hurt gets hurt. The guard are behind me. This should be good.
I can never fight fair. Am I getting paid for this?
I'm a member.
All too easy. Already done. Nothing I can't do. My time is now.
Damn. Oh man. Wait, how do I not have enough for this?
I don't have time for this.
What?
Let's
Fine.
make it quick.
Okay, whoa. Okay, yeah, hurt your own folks. That's fine. Okay, miss. Okay. Yep, just fight us. Yep. Perfect. Bella, it's time for you to shine, girl. If I kill these guys, yeah, I'll just have him die.
I shall. Killing brings me no pleasure. I will leave footprints of scarlet.
Okay.
As honor ordained, let your soul be purged. I cannot serve you in this way. Trust me. The shadow death is a blessing. As the tenants demand. My blade whispers your name. Let your soul be purged. Let not the righteous fear. May their blades be sharp. Trust me. I shall not fail.
These are some tough fellas. There we go.
Caught by the web. Trust me. Let your soul be purged.
Hold on. Out of my way.
Hey.
Can't stand it.
High momentum.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone! But of course.
Emperor, protect me.
Well, there we go. Bump, bump. Juve, before the Imperial stern gaze with the contempt from the creed they gave us and the harboring of the heretics. What they say about me and what they say about you is that you are an Obstrahufa Manica who kills people for sport. Time of penance as a serf aboard the Von Valancia's flagship, you shall atone for your crimes. Well, I'm good at putting things in order and getting my hands dirty. I did this for an entire station, so I think I can handle a couple of ship decks. For the sake of my atonement, of course, I humbly accept your service. I don't see a reason for Raisa. She really wasn't causing problems. Or at least it didn't seem like it. with blasphemous heresy for ruinous powers. Is she worshiping ruinous powers? Crowned on the horns. Oh, shit. She grins on me. You shouldn't have done that. I have something up my sleeve in case the worst came to the worst. Well, I guess she was worshiping the ruinous powers. I rightly rejected your curse, Judge. Justice and your cursed out prayer. I accept the deal that was offered to me and surrender myself to the edge of the daybreak. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. And full swiftly into the sign of the Aquila, which meets the blow like the shield. Flickering flames runs down her pale fingers, leaving no burn marks. She whips out a weapon, and with the shiny, yeah, she freaking decimated her. Woof. I saw right through her ever crime. It wasn't like Vladimir was doing a good job by himself. It was one of the is like one of the kingpins of this underground, well, a criminal organization. I don't know. I mean, you could argue that it's like an organized. Well, it had ill intent as much as
My
others.
success is an irrefutable certainty.
Victory awaits!
This explorator is blessed with multifunctionality.
Nothing's impossible for this old officer.
It's about time.
I have a private message for your lordship. The Cast Basilica Mission has tasked me with expressing their eagerness to continue their partnership with the House von Valancius. These would like to assure you that they had no stake in the Vladimir Tokara's activities that encouraged your displeasure, and do not view his personal misfortunes as an act of hostility on your part. You are, as before, our valuable and respected partner. There are far more Cast Basilica agents in the Expanse. Football even needs an Emasecus anymore. I might have to close up shop and start some new business. Just don't bother us anymore. But was the problem. He forgot he was a smuggler and started playing the rebel. Found some room for maneuver and began negotiating with new authorities. In the current chaos, the mission is able to offer ships, connections, and resources to justify more tolerant disposition from House Chorda. Been a busy bee. I mean, their reputation demands are insane. It's crazy. And you can get up to 32. Ugh. It's crazy. crazy, crazy. In the membrane. Argenta, the sister Argenta, the one who was the worst scum of footfall sacking in their boots. Oh, shaking in the boots. The whole station's talking about you. More. I seek retribution against transgressor, not glory for myself. You there, you should know that if I see one dead body around here, I'll have you thrown out of my bar with a hole in your head. You kind don't scare me, and I'm not about to let you ruin my business by leaving corpses all over the room. You being here is already making my clients feel less thirsty. I've heard your threat. Do not fear. I will not. If I must kill someone here, you will not find the bodies. Being an arbitrator, walk into my establishment. I doubt you are here to wet your whistle, so I lay it out for you. We don't have any Lex violators in here. It's just simple, modest folk. This one might interest you. A tale I heard from a tipsy boy born from a cargo barge. They expected the warp halfway. He exited warp halfway between Furibundus and the Evorus system and came upon a shuttle wrecked adrift. Shuttle was registered as the Inevitable Triumph, a merchant ship that disappeared decades ago. She was bound for footfall. Her cargo holds brimming with valuable goods, but she never made it. If anything at all survived the shipwreck, it could be quite a lucky find. Some poor sot here brawling about how his crew tossed out a whole shipment of cargo along with the trash, and it was his fault somehow. He hid the fact that once they docked for football, he immediately went on a run. No surprise there. Had they discovered his blunder, he would have been executed. I don't know what sort of cargo it was, but the ship he served on usually goes between Footfall and Winterscale Realm. She passes the 100 Dreams crossroads in Legren's Belt. If you happen to buy the area, you might want to look for whatever the idiot chucked overboard. Na 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 na. Yeah, give me that. Oh yeah, now. Oh yeah, I like that a lot.
I won't
Oh yeah,
weakness.
right down in the right spot, eh? Oh yeah, that feels good. That feels wonderful. Oh yeah. Huh? Useful acquaintance. Your lordship, how can I be of service? She's known the Emperor's peace. Rise, a known emperor law and peddler was executed during the trial, and you and his city held together. Was keenly aware of one rule: never get near a tide ship, never even look in the direction of one, or else. I think there's something about the void things. They are religious. They wouldn't abide by that. Welch, huh? I didn't even have the discussion with. I still get the discount. That's hilarious. That you know who gave me the discount? Ryza.
None shall stand in my way.
None shall stand in me way. Somebody she said was available to talk. Oh my god, there are bodies here. Oh, that's me. That's
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Did I miss something, Governor? Bum bottom ba bum bottom.
Victory awaits.
We only had to have one fight that entire time. That's good business. 0 fights would have been nice. But there's some things you can't give up. Lord Quizzer bade me inform you that it will be his pleasure to see your lordship at his palace. There are matters of the utmost urgency that he wishes to discuss, and he hopes that you will find the time to meet him in the near future. Who are you? Name is Forsher, your lordship. I am honored of being the Lord Inquisitor's retainer. On your reply to Lord Quizzer, I dare not intrude upon your lordship any time longer. Make me wait. Don't make him wait. Yeah, it's a mind game with this guy.
It's about time.
So busy, is he? Oh my, that must be unfortunate for him, because I too am just so busy. Was valuable prize at times, but more often than not, those prizes were tainted. That's fair.
A new challenge for me.
Well, living on a dream. Everybody's got that sweet looking little seam. It's called a spirit. And you know you want to hear it when you're calling it something other. I really like this game, but I am very antsy about it these days. It's just kind of, I don't know.
I won't
Or maybe it's
tolerate
because I want to do
weakness.
something else. Maybe I want to play Feeling like I've been itching to play League a bit. It's that guy. Engrossed in studying star systems. Time is impeccable, is it? Now, how impeccably impeccable? An aged servant with the bearing of a veteran approaches the two of you. In a precise movement, he replaces the untouched cup of cold recap in front of the Lord Inquisitor with a new one slightly steaming. Words will be heeded, my lord. Responds by ever so slightly bowing his head. Oh, everyone's got their little subtleties. Hospitality is not the Inquisition's forte, I see. It will save us time. Yes, there is something you must do. It is time for you to pay your part to save the Cronus Expanse. I would not disturb your esteemed personage for anything less. He inclines his head with a dignified air. Sister, may your path be blessed. It is gratifying to see the trials endured by the Expanse have failed to extinguish the flame of your fortitude. Lady Navigator Cassio Tespera Varelia. The Lord Inquisitor's lips carved into a thin smile as he catches a glimpse of the scarlet eyes. I hear the House Horselio is going through a difficult time. Change is coming. I sincerely hope it is for the better. Your countless Lord Inquisitor are as rich as they are multifaceted. I have never encountered anything like it before. Unclouded hues flowing from one to the next. Amazing harmony. Amazing and frightening. Cassia raises her nods demurely. That a man of such status and talents has taken an interest in the well-being of Nevis Nobility House is a great honor. Adra shrinks under Calcazar's gaze and seems to try to word behind you. Sidled behind you, but the Lord Inquisitor does not even deign to address the psyker with a remark. O Lord Inquisitor, smiting spear of the Imperium with a gold faith cutting through the nebulae of the Cronus Expanse. If I were your mistress, Hidari, I would endeavor to not draw the Inquisition's attention to my person. A Mercatum Tabula official can do many things. Reattaching the head to a body is not one of them. What? That cultist and the rogue trader's personal bodyguard, Lord Inquisitor's gaze at Cabela's intently. I am curious, do you still adhere firmly to your cult dogma, or has your loyalty to your master outgrown your faith? Fulfillment stems from the undying one's will. Such is the threat of his blade until his whisper bids to spit. Yeah, she said she's going to be the one to kill me. It is weird to have her around. I heard the Adeptus Arbites had renewed their alliance with the Von Valancius dynasty. One would not get far without it in the sector ruled by the rogue traitors. I imagine, however, under such circumstances and considering all the rights granted by the sacred warrant, you may struggle to distinguish whether you are indeed serving the Lex or, in fact, a particular person. Only the Marshal can speak all of the Arbites' expanse. But for myself as a protector, I swear that with her served the Lakes Imperium. I'm trying to find a good accent of mockery for each character. So far, it's going terribly. So yes, Acolyte Lich's words are true. It has been several years since I established contact with the Drakari. They informed me of upcoming raids, and I thwarted them. I kept the Expanse safe while the Xenos were absorbed in their internal squabbles, which are of little interest to me. Strictly speaking, one might regard my actions in the situation as unorthodox at the very least. In reality, however, they are undoubtedly beneficial. Acolyte Lichtenhardt has demonstrated her inability to surmount the bounds of convention, and had she been in my possession, the Expanse would have likely already fallen under the blows of the present crisis. Unfortunately for you, she is not, and the Drakari, drained of their power struggles and bereft of their best raiders, can do nothing more than run from the fleets. Look at the Drakari run from the fleets! Hendrix, I have to say I am disappointed by how easily information pertaining to the Expanse security reaches the ears of those who should not be privy to it. This will be noted in your record. Would you care to put my concerns to rest and tell me that Emelina is not out there running amok around my sector and continuing so unrest? Emelina is dead by my hand. Indeed, well, I hope I can continue to trust you to know when the useful resource is finally exhausted and must be disposed of. Your lordship, I hope it goes without saying that I would appreciate you not spreading dangerous and misleading rumors going forward and keeping the content of this conversation private. Given the current state of affairs, I would have to treat such actions as subversive. So I thank you in advance for your thing. Oh, I'm going to straight tell them. I'm going to tell everybody. I'm going to tell that bitch. I'm going to tell that bitch. I'm going to tell that bitch. All the bitch. Quebec City, a feat for a few have accomplished. Truly, I congratulate you on the exceptional performance, and I won't even mar your triumph by telling you the Inquisition will, of course, be watching you very close henceforth. I sincerely hope that your grand escape was not part of the Xenos' devious machinations. Yet, I am surprised that the Xenos are still alive. What is it, your lordship? Sentimentality, revenge, cold calculations? If you do not finish her off yourself, send word. When you have tired of her, my acolytes will be only too eager to learn of her secrets. I have looked into the eye of death and of creatures far more dangerous than you, Monkey. Do not try to frighten me. Indeed, you petitioned our aid in fighting Xenos. We spilled much alien blood, but the wind of battle carried me far, and I lost contact with my pack. Do you know where I can seek out my brothers? The baleful Howl? I am afraid not. According to information in my possession, they withdrew from the battle raging in the Expanse. You lie. The baleful Howl would never run from battle. Contrary to my quest to continuing hunting the Xenos, they embarked on an expedition whose objective was unknown to me. There have been no word of them since. Sounds suspicious. This is not how we wolves conduct ourselves. I can tell you no more. As you well know, your pack preferred not to report their plans and intentions to me. I'll bet no match for Alfred's tongue of ice. The coldness of Calcazar's voice, too, could freeze an entire room. I presumed it was to search for the brother Ulfar in a common knowledge how deeply space wolves value the ties of brotherhood, far more deeply than the ties that bind them in other subjects of the Emperor. People disappearing in the vicinity of the Inquisitor is always cause for suspicion, if this is some scheme of yours. Dare I remind you that your presence in the Expanse is not a favor to me, but the promised payment of a debt? I was not so haughty when I returned your lost brother to Fenris. I did not demand recompense from my faithful servants who died saving him. I kept secret those details that could have damaged your honor. Why then does your gratitude taste so poisonous? No, but I believe I know someone who is better informed. Fuck me, man. Cult of Final Dawn and the Jakari Raiders are vying with each other to see who can cause us the greatest turmoil. I have mobilized all forces I can to repel the attacks, which is why we are still alive. Combined militia brigades are hunting for Xenos and guarding convoys, and expeditionary platoons under my command are crushing heretic rebellions. The situation is unstable, but I will not pretend that I was prepared for this crisis. However, we have not lost our footing yet. Prisoner interrogations indicate that a relative major political upheaval has taken place in Camargot as us. The cabal of the Reaving Tempest has lost its grip on authority and become a target for enemies and rivals. Many vassals and members of the cabal decided that fleeing to real space was preferable to waiting in Camargot to be killed. The warp is raging. The baleful sign almost pretends change, and crisis beget desperation, the most fertile ground for heresy. I believe the archenemy servants think their time has come, or perhaps this day was marked in their profane scripture as the date of the end of existence. I will not trouble myself with further attempts to make sense of their blasphemous doctrine. They are bent on destroying us all, and so they must be destroyed. Do you see a better candidate for the job? I am no longer in the first flush of youth, but believe me when I say that there are many things I would much rather be doing than playing constable for the Cronus Expanse. But alas, every ruler in our sector chooses to confine their concern to the well-being of their own holdings, whereas I must take care of all. Are you not standing right before me? While your status remained unclear, prefer not to requisition the resources of Avalanche to protect you. Your people dealt with Uralon of Cruel's agents and with Xeno raids, and and that was enough for me. But now is the time to add your might to the talents. Deemed it more important to show off his stubbornness than to safeguard the interests of the Expanse. Stupidity of the most burdensome kind. But my sources inform me that he nevertheless has joined my efforts against the Xenos, and so I have decided to stay any actions for a time. His Lordship has been displaying an susceptibility to corrupting ideas. His loss of interest in managing his protectorate and his appetite for violence drew my notice some time ago. The only question that remains unanswered is how many agents of the archenemy have infiltrated his entourage. Despite the impression I may have created, I am not a schoolmaster obliged to rein in misbehaving rogue traders. Caligios rejected the call to fulfill his duty to Emperor. What discussion was there to be had? When all this is over, I will certainly call to you as a witness to Caligios' trial. Together we will decide how best to handle him while ensuring the safety of the Expanse. Naturally, leadership has done me an invaluable service by taking on the task of instilling order on the station. What do you want me to do? What does he want me to do? What am I gonna do right now? Finding the around this expand. To my chagrin, the ability to be in two places at once does not number among my talents. That is why I wish for you to serve in my stead. I place such trust in very few people. You understand. You will feel what it is to walk in my shoes to attempt to compel a gaggle of course some blockheads to work together. You will you will reconquer Euphrates too for me. Fuck me. Another recap. This one has gone cold. Why do I have to go to this really shitty place? I like it when I get in a race. Chicken rings at 200 miles an hour. Jerks his head up, clearly recognizes the name Calcus I just uttered. You will reconquer Euphrates too for me. The esteemed Lord Inquisitor has gone away with all pretense and politeness now. His orders no longer come with even a veneer of a request. Why can't both be true? For sure has been a member of my retinue for 50 Terran years and the person in my entourage who comes closest to being my confidant. We have had cause to be involved in many incidences. A seal of silence. Off limits to lay people. Oh yeah, that place. I am one of the few who did not worship the Omnicide to have set foot on the surface. Or rather I was. Now it is crawling with unbelievers. Despicable word bearers attacked and captured Euphrates too, and the cult of the Final Dawn brought an entire horde of heretics to the planet. Lame. Registering a Sanctity Alpha priority mission, the scourge of corruption misbelievers reign over blessed workshops filled with omnisized faithful with anguish, activating auto-secticism protocol. Ugh. For prayer for the liberation of the sacred world. I sent my troops to aid the explored forces laying siege to the world, but a rift occurred among the commanders. They need an authoritative general, and you are perfect for the role. My confidence is not misplaced. I trust. Trust this. Blah. Brought you to the phrase out of interest. An utterly transparent attempt to learn secret intelligence. I offered to make you my general, and you try to pump me for information. Poorly done. Oh. Sounds like a 2-year-old. I smash the iron tanks. You smash them. Wait, now I have even more power than I had? What?